What's up, everybody? Welcome back to DualShock. We're rocking out with a little bit more Street Fighter 6. I know you guys had a good time last time, but I actually don't have the controller. I have a dog. This guy's a controller. Today we're just going to go over some basics, kind of talk about like game design and stuff like that. And yeah, just get a feel for the game and whatnot.
I feel like this is the generic one, but I feel more confident with this one out of all of them. No, you know what? We're going to go modern.
I don't care.
I'm just kidding.
So in light of you picking Ryu, which is something I wanted to talk about too, for those of you at home, don't feel as if you have to pick Ryu or anything like that. Any character that you're interested in when you're getting started in fighting games, just go for it. You'll learn it over time. You don't have to play one character to get to the other. It's just whoever you feel like, whoever.
Could you please explain to me and also the people at home what major differences there are in classic and modern controls?
All right, so even myself, I don't know the fully ins and outs.
At least in this game.
So there's a light, medium, and heavy button.
Sure. Okay.
You will do
for classic or modern?
For modern.
Okay.
And then there's a special button.
Okay.
You can do special moves with a direction plus the special button. So if I did just the special button, it'd be a fireball. If I did forward in the special button, it would be a Shoryuken. If I did back in the special button, it would be a Tatsu.
Compared to classic controls, a Shoryuken be right down right and then square.
Yes.
Right, to do Shoryuken.
So modern, you also lose some of your moves because they're trying to cram control over a character into a smaller control list. Because with Street Fighter, typically you have 6 buttons: light kick, or light punch, medium punch, heavy punch, light kick, medium kick, heavy kick. So now you have light, medium, and heavy. So you have to get rid of that moves to make room for them on a 4-button layout. You lose some damage in modern, and you lose some moves. Some characters gain more or more benefit from playing in modern because the things that they lose are not crucial.
Okay.
You could almost make a modern tier list, and some characters might go up in their power level because of modern, and some characters might go down.
I feel like I'd be more satisfied with pulling off moves in classic.
I agree.
And you say those attacks actually hit harder too in classic,
yeah,
right?
They do more damage.
Then that's what I'm gonna stick with, I think.
If you play modern, you're a fucking pussy.
He said it this time, not me.
I don't. I'll say it a billion times. I don't care what you do or don't play. At the end of the day, if you actually want to get good at Street Fighter, special moves are not going to be what prevents you from getting good. There's still a lot of work you have to put in, but I like more control of my character. I don't like the damage deficit, and I like more freedom. So
I still stand by where I stand.
If modern is your jam, great. I'm glad you're enjoying Street Fighter.
Yeah. I think if you want to use modern controls on like basic story mode or whatever, that's fine. But I think on a competitive level, it's more impressive to me to see people use classic controls.
I do think modern. Man, I can't believe we're getting into this conversation.
Hey, we're here, dude.
Happens.
Let's just here for it.
I think.
Real quick, sorry. What is button release input?
Button release input is I don't know. I keep it off. But I think that's based around something called negative edge. Negative edge is, so normal is when you push down the button, you get the input. Negative edge is when you release the button, you get the input to come out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, continue with what you're saying.
What was I saying?
You're about to jump in about modern controls and classic controls. You wanted to dive in?
Oh, yeah. I feel like Street Fighter does a pretty good job at balancing it well. It's a very slippery slope, whether if you buff modern controls anymore, it becomes why not use modern. But if you nerf them too much, you're not going to have a reason to use them in the first place. If you're really that discouraged at home about the lacking damage that you're doing on modern controls, then that should be an incentive to switch to classic if you feel that it's that much of a deficit. But the fact that pro players were considering it should tell you that, I mean, it's probably good enough. The main reason I feel pro players don't use it is because they've spent years and years and years honing their muscle memory, and to try to overwrite that over one game is a bit ludicrous.
Now, I do want to clarify one point that I had stated in that video that has been brought to my attention, that Grand Blue was intended to be played with modern controls.
More or less.
Okay, I understand that. But then my argument stands that I personally don't like the direction that fighting games in general are pushing for that to be the main staple of mechanics, where it's like, okay, now it's like a slippery slope, like you said. Now we're going to see games kind of start pushing Maybe not. I could be wrong, but it seems like if that's the intention, that they're going to kind of be pushing classic controls to the side and make modern the like shining spotlight. And then eventually I feel like classic controls might not even be a thing anymore. Potentially, way down the line, I'm saying.
I hope that's not the case.
I hope that's not the case too.
With that said, I'm fine with games being developed with not necessarily classic controls in mind. So like Project L, the League of Legends fighting game, that's whoever knows when that's coming out, is based around modern controls. Like I think it is only going to have modern controls. If that's the case, that's fine because it's developed with that in mind. But it's when you are trying to put something new into an old formula is where I feel like you run into some problems.
Yeah, and I think like if Grand Blue was made with the intention of modern controls, then maybe it should have just been only modern controls.
It's a big case of, hey, if you want to use them, they're there. But
Sure.
the only problem I run into that is when people are just like, you know, there should be no nerf to modern controls. How does it make sense in your mind where if I'm doing something more difficult, I should not be rewarded? I kind of get in modern or in Grand Blue because it's made with that from the outset, but I'm just like, you know, if you do something harder, you should be rewarded.
100%. I agree with that 100%. From what he has taught me about games that have classic controls, it is more appealing to me to have to put in a more difficult input to pull something off because it's more gratifying to do that. If I'm able to do something that's hard to do, I earned it. I earned that attack. I earned that win. I feel like I earned that win. Now, if you give me a newer play style and you go, okay, all I got to do is right and square, I am not going to personally, I am not going to feel like satisfied from doing something that I know is easier than the person I'm happen to be fighting that's using classic controls. And that may not always be the case. There may be situations where it's modern and classic like we just saw in the last video that we made, but I still stand by where I stand, personally.
So someone made a point in my video, in one of my modern videos. So this is a target combo. You don't have to have any kind of timing for it. This just shows you that it exists. It's just medium punch, light kick, heavy kick.
So medium, light kick,
heavy kick.
heavy kick.
And then just all in sequence right up next to him.
Okay.
I think you're doing light punch.
Oh, medium punch.
Yes.
Okay, my bad.
And then just fast and close to him. And get that heavy kick in there. Close.
Okay, so
there it is. Beautiful.
Okay.
So that's a target combo. You don't have to have any kind of timing for those or anything. What does need timing is something called links. So this is another target combo. It's a Ryu's second target combo. It's just heavy punch and heavy kick. Yes, sir. These are part of the basis of your like combo game, but it's not all encompassing. It's just something you can do. Yeah, so I made a point in one of my videos talking about Brian F, a very, very good Street Fighter player, not at the top level, but at a very, very high level competitively. Like he's competed in Capcom Cups, he's competed in online brackets, he's very, very good.
okay.
And I made a note that I wasn't even looking for this clip or anything. It just happened to show up when I was talking about this thing, and it was just one of those coincidences where he made a note out loud. He's like, oh, he's playing on modern.
Ooh.
The fact that you have to note aloud that my opponent is on a different control scheme, and he's like, I have to be careful because he might reaction fireball, or reaction super or reaction DP to something that I do. The fact that you have to fundamentally think different about the matchup based on if someone is playing modern or not is notable in the fact that it weighs on your mental stack. Because you're looking, it's just like, oh, I have to play extra clean because he might react to one of my bad fireballs or something like that with super. The ability to react to something fast is crazier than people give it credit for. And people are like, oh, but the damage nerf and I have less control of my character. I made an example like Cammy. I love Cammy. I love playing Cammy in Classic. I'll play every character in Classic. But Cammy has two primary anti-airs that are normals that aren't special moves. So she has her back medium punch, which is a very like upwards anti-air. And she has her crouching heavy punch, which is more like a 45. Depending on the situation, one of those is going to be a better anti-air depending on which jump arc your opponent is coming from. So if my opponent's coming more over top, I'm doing back medium punch. If they're coming more at like a 45 axis, I'm doing crouching heavy punch. But I have to think about those things.
Sure.
For a modern player, you're going to reaction DP to everything. You only, like, it doesn't matter. Just react DP because it's just a button in a direction.
What am I doing wrong here?
So just crouching medium kick and then just roll it right away into your Hadoken. Faster. There it is.
Oh, okay. I thought I had to wait a little longer. Okay.
You know, while you do lose control of, like, some control of your character, like, the fact that, like, okay, you don't have to make a snap decision on which anti-air is better. You just anti-air DP.
Okay.
It's good shit. Yeah, and I feel like people don't account for that as much. And someone was like, I left that note to someone's interpretation. But that was a problem in itself, where it's just like, okay, you guys can probably extrapolate what I'm getting at here. No, you have to be very clear and cut with what you say with people, because they'll try to discredit you in any way.
Was it that?
Yes, you got it. So together, and then heavy punch, heavy kick.
Oh, okay.
And just,
So how long? Okay, so put it in now.
Oh, that's fine. So pretty much as soon as it gets away from this camera angle and he's just standing how he normally is when you can input it. So now, beautiful.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I explained a little bit last video, I think, but the drive meter encompasses a lot of your decision making, and it leads to potential checkmate scenarios. Being out of drive meter is very bad. You don't want to be in that situation. So it's a resource you have to manage, but it also is what makes you do some of your best stuff. So there's this decision making that you have to work with, which is very interesting about the game. It's like, it's very intricate in that way.
Right. So
a little faster. There it is. That perfect. So just do that into what you just did. Close.
Oh, close. Okay.
Wow. Jesus.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sound barrier with that one.
Woo, my bad. You know, in light of everything that I feel about modern, like, the highs are very high, which makes me forgive some of the deficit and some of the things that the community is overlooking themselves. All in all, I like it. I'm fine with it, and it gets more people playing a genre I'm very passionate about at the end of the day. So
fair enough. Fair enough. I respect that.
You know, you've kind of gotten your feet wet with Street Fighter. I made you play a little bit of Street Fighter 5. We did something very similar initially. We played a little Street Fighter 4. You kind of saw how executionally difficult that game is, even just with some of your basic links. And that's because Street Fighter 4 doesn't have a buffer window. It is pure timing. Do you know what a buffer window is?
No.
So a buffer window is like kind of rewarding you. Like, you don't have to have exact timing, but as long as you're in like a close proximity, it'll give it to you as soon as
I understand what that
the
means.
move is able to come out.
Sure. Buffer windows exist in Guitar Hero. So like if you have the strip of notes, if it's a little bit past the note and you hit it, it'll still count as that
you could be a touch early, you could be a touch late.
So
but with Street Fighter 4, that game does not have that. So you have to be pure timing, and you felt how hard it was to even just do some basic shit. But the way that games, and even something like Street Fighter is gearing, is towards being a little bit easier. People were very up in arms at Street Fighter 5 for being easier because people felt as if they were losing a sense of creative expression. Like, the thing was, I don't want everyone to be able to do the combos that I can do just because they can. Like, combos, something like combos were very much the case of player expression.
Sure.
Where it's just like someone had their signature combo, and it was so cool. Like, a Daigo combo was amazing against Momochi, and I've highlighted that before. So just a little bit faster on the Dragon Punch. Close, close.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
So you can
oh, that was it,
yeah,
right?
so right after you hit heavy punch, just hold that forward and then roll that fireball.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. No, I think I did it wrong. So I think I did that instead of that.
Yes, sir. Okay, so now the move you've accidentally been doing, forward heavy punch into light kick. No, just light kick.
Yeah, I just want to see what that move was.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
this is actually a link.
okay, so I can put a little bit of time in between that.
Yeah. You already got it. The hard part is going to be light kick into light donkey kick. That's going to be the tough part. But for something like a modern, they have something called like combo assist. So there's a button that you hold, and then you can just mash like light attack, and you get like a baby combo. But for this, you have to actually like time your links, time your inputs, make sure you're dialed.
But I like that because
I do too.
Because when I pull it off, I'm like, I fucking did it. Even though I'm in the practice area, I'm like, I fucking did that, and that was tough to do. Like,
so, and then you kind of have that feeling of satisfaction where it's just like, you know, it was an accomplishment the first time you did it in a training environment, and then you have that second layer of satisfaction of doing it in a match.
In a match, yeah, which I'm sure you're like, oh, like in the middle of doing it. Yeah, yeah.
So something like this, people were just like, don't do the combo trials for certain games. Like sometimes the combo trials are actually genuinely bad. Something like this actually teaches you stuff. Like I've learned to learn it on my own, but this just tells you like fundamentally that, hey, you could do forward heavy punch into light kick, and that's a link that you have the option of doing. So from like, you can note that into your memory logs, and you'll always be able to do that in any circumstance. So it's cool. It actually teaches you a little something. I'm gonna teach Cody a basic combo. Nothing too fancy. Ryu looks so good in this game. With he needed to,
he looks like a wise sensei, dude.
Yeah, he's like very monk-like in that way.
Yeah, dude. He's been out in the hills, fucking.
Look at them eyebrows. Lay down.
Being quiet for about 2 years, hasn't spoken a word.
So yeah, all you need is like the basics of what you need is kind of know what a couple of your moves do. One of the most important is your anti-air.
Okay.
People at low level jump a lot, and this like punishing them on it is gonna get you very, very far. Like you were seeing, I was anti-airing people at my level, and I was fucking like disincentivizing them to jump. Pretty nice. And then after that, just getting like a basic combo, whether it's like something like that. Sure. That's all you need to get started, and then you're immediately playing a pretty interesting version of a fighting game. I'm gonna see if I remember my combo. That's a combo. I'm not gonna teach you that.
Okay.
But let me think of something to give you. I think I'm gonna have you start with heavy punch, or jump heavy punch, crouching heavy punch, and then you're gonna go into drive rush, which all you have to do for drive rush is double tap forward after you do a move. So crouching heavy punch, double tap forward, and then we'll do 2 medium punches, and then a fireball into, is it this? What is this? Yeah, it's that. So, jumping heavy punch, crouching heavy punch, drive rush, medium punch, and that's a link, but it is very basic timing. You'll do fireball into super. So it's a little advanced, but it's not as hard as you think. I very much believe that you can do it.
Okay. Give me the controller and walk me through it.
All right, so jumping heavy punch.
Got you.
Crouching heavy punch. Drive rush. So do crouching heavy punch and then dash forward. Like that, but just with crouching heavy punch. There it is.
Yep.
Medium punch into medium punch. So you can link that. Just do like a It's close. There it is. Beautiful. Into fireball.
Why can't I link that anymore?
So I think that comes from the drive rush. The drive rush puts you deep enough so where you can get 2. There it is. Beautiful.
And then
fireball. And then so after the fireball, you'll do a quarter circle forward light kick right after. So fireball immediate. So fireball, roll a fireball with a kick. It's fast.
So, ba-dum.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2.
Faster. Close. That's close.
Shit.
There it is. That's it. So what that's doing is quarter circle forward light kick is a different special move. But it's taking both those quarter circles that you do and registering it as a double quarter circle, which is giving you your super.
So I don't even need to let the fireball play through.
No,
to input
immediately.
That
Or
quarter circle
instead of
light kick.
fireball, you could do quarter circle forward light kick, quarter circle forward light kick fast. So same principle.
Just ba-dum.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll. Okay.
And all you're doing is just putting that all together. Does that seem that hard?
No.
Does that seem pretty feasible?
No, it seems feasible.
And it's a good combo. It's a decent
And
combo.
I like memorizing the timing, like how fast I need to put that in.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck yeah, bro. With already what you're showing me, you have the semblance of doing it. It's just now just putting it all together.
That's
I
the
think you
hard
got
part, though. It's not I mean, that's the part where I feel like it takes a lot of skill. Is like I understand the input of that, but it's understanding because everything kind of has its own timing, like you just said with the medium punch.
Yeah, that's
That's
your
a link.
only link, though.
Right, but still, the timing on that is just slightly different than what I was just
Sure.
doing with the. So
Instead of
it's
being immediate.
it's just making that muscle memory of knowing exactly the timing of all that makes that combo impressive.
So as a fighting game player too, like
What
this
the fuck was the first move?
is jumping heavy punch into crouching heavy punch, and then drive rush. So forward. Medium punch.
That was light punch. Sorry, my bad.
So as soon as you input that, just immediate.
Oh,
dash.
whoops! I understand what I'm doing wrong.
There it is. Into medium.
What? Don't know what that was.
So that's your down input. So if you do down plus a punch input, it gives you that charge. So what that does for you is it empowers this fireball. So throw a fireball, makes it really fast, gives it like this stun effect. Yeah, that's new for Ryu. He's never had that before, I don't think. It's called Denjin Charge.
Oops. What?
You can even break your parts down too. So instead of going for the jump in, you could just do immediate crouching heavy punch into your drive rush.
That's the going in.
There it is. And now just
The medium, right?
yeah, that was your medium. You got that.
And then
So now
roll
you-
into the.
So do you want to do fireball or do you want to do the donkey kick? That's up to you.
Because then you want me to follow that up with that, right?
Exactly.
That's how you want me to end that combo?
Yes. So you're pretty much there.
I can do this. Yeah, I think I can do this, actually.
That works too.
Oh.
You did a level 1.
I did the wrong thing, too.
So instead of crouching heavy punch, you can just do that standing heavy punch, which I didn't think about. That might be easier, actually. Which it's still...
So just here.
And then your drive rush into medium. That was close. You just had a little bit of a gap between your donkey kick.
Okay.
You got this, bro. Fuck yeah. These are some semi-big boy combos. I use this combo, so...
Okay, hold on.
Or you can just do your standing.
Okay. Fuck me. Fuck. I know what I did there. I hit square instead of X. I didn't do the kick. Okay.
There's a gap. There it is. There it is!
Was that it?
Yes, sir! I told you I believe in you. Let's go! Good shit! So one, you incorporated the drive meter into your combo, and you incorporated a special move, you incorporated a super move, you incorporated a link, you got your jump in. These are all the fundamental concepts in this combo that you need to play Street Fighter 6, and you did all of them.
Okay, I want to do it with the crouching.
Go
heavy
for
punch
it.
now.
Say less.
So do I need to do it faster? Is that what I'm fucking up on the crouching heavy punch?
Your jump in's a little early.
Okay.
And then just immediate dash. So don't even let the heavy punch. Don't even let the crouching heavy punch come out before you start your dash. Start your dash right away. There it is. Close. You almost think that
I
level
just did
1.
it wrong. I did the quarter circle, square. I did square instead of XX. So
Yeah.
that's why.
You didn't quite get your fireball either. So in that case, you get a fireball and then that big fireball.
Yeah.
You didn't leave a big enough, like, you didn't do quarter circle forward, light punch, quarter circle forward, light punch. You did double quarter circle forward, light punch. A little bit of a gap. There it is. There it is.
Was that it?
Yeah, that was fucking it, bro. Look who's a Street Fighter player.
Oh yeah, dude. That was fucking awesome.
And then, you know, it's a little bit hard to do initially, but it's going to get to the point where this is your automatic combo that you default to. And he just fucking does it. And now it's a fucking B&B. It's a bread and butter right there.
Hell yeah, bro. That was awesome.
I don't think there's a better note to end on, to be
Let's
honest.
get, 3 to 3. Let's do it one more time.
Yeah,
one more
fuck it.
time.
You did EX Hashogeki, which I don't even know how you did that, because that's a quarter circle back input. There it is.
Okay, we got it. All right.
Yes, sir. 3 to make it true. I know it's 2 usually, but
that one took a little bit longer. I'm glad I did the extra one though, because it makes me practice it a little.
hell
bit.
yeah, good shit, bro. You did. Honestly, you need to learn lesser combos now, because you got a big combo, but and then honestly, you could pretty much just start playing Street Fighter with all that. Like, you'll learn as you play. You'll kind of get the feel for what you want to do against different characters, and before you know it, you're schmoovin'. But yeah, this was cool. I was stoked that I believed in you, but to fucking nail it 3 times, good shit, my guy. And you did it in pretty good time too, I'd say.
Damn, thanks, man.
How do you feel about it, dude? Fucking, how do you feel about yourself?
That was fucking awesome.
Dude, all right. Well, if you guys want to see more videos like this, let us know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, check out the rest of the channel. In the description, there's links to my stuff, this guy's stuff at CodeMeisterP or CodeMeister_P.
And check out this guy, XG_Sen or G_Sen for more fighting stuff.
And all the awesome content we're going to bring to you in the future. Look forward to more of 2024, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.